Ever wonder why some people grind their whole life and still end up broke? Like, they work 9 to 5, hustle overtime, skip vacations, cut coupons, and yet their bank account still looks kinda sad. Meanwhile, someone else, same age, same city, suddenly starts stacking cash, buying assets, and living stress-free. So what's going on here? Is it luck? Is it talent? Or is there a hidden game nobody told you about? Because here's the crazy part. 90% of people are not poor because they don't work hard. They're poor because they're playing the money game completely wrong. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. This might change the way you look at money forever. All right, so let's break this down, step by step. Most people think money problems happen because they don't earn enough. But that's not really true, because you've seen it. Someone gets a raise, and a few months later, they're still broke. Someone lands a higher paying job, and suddenly, they upgrade everything. New phone, new car, bigger apartment, more subscriptions, more eating out. This is called the lifestyle creep. And yeah, it sounds harmless, but it's actually a trap. Here's how it works. You earn more, you spend more, and you end up right where you started. No savings, no investments, just bigger bills, chasing you every month. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving fast, sweating hard, but you're not actually going anywhere. And the crazy part? Society actually pushes you into this. You see friends upgrading, Instagram flexing, everyone living their best life. So you feel like you gotta keep up. But while 90% of people are upgrading their lifestyle, the top 10% are upgrading their assets, and that, right there, is the first big difference. Let's make this super real. Imagine two friends, Jake and Mike. Both graduate, both get jobs, both earn $60,000 a year. Jake does what most people do. First paycheck hits. He upgrades his phone. A few months later, he finances a car. Then comes a nicer apartment, weekend trips, takeout, subscriptions, the usual stuff. Now Jake looks successful. Nice car, cool gadgets, Instagram stories. Everything looks on point. But behind the scenes, he's living paycheck to paycheck, stressed every month, hoping nothing breaks, because he has zero cushion. Now Mike, same salary, same city, but different moves. He keeps his old phone, drives a used car, shares an apartment. Not flashy, not exciting, honestly, kinda boring. But here's what Mike does instead. He saves a portion every single month. Then he puts that money into assets, things that can grow. At first, nothing crazy happens. No big wins, no overnight success. But slowly, his money starts working, even when he's not. 1 year later, Jake has better stuff. Mike has more freedom. And that's the trade most people don't even realize they're making. Now here's where things get even more interesting, because the real gap isn't income. It's how money flows. Jake earns money, and it immediately leaves. Rent, car payment, credit card, shopping, done. His paycheck comes in, and within days, it's gone. So every month, he has to start from zero, again, and again and again. That's exhausting. And honestly, that's how most people live. Mike's money flows differently. He gets paid, but before spending, he pays himself first. A portion goes straight into investments, no excuses. No, I'll do it later. So over time, something powerful starts happening. His investments begin generating returns. Not huge at first, maybe just a few dollars, but it grows. Then those returns start generating their own returns. And suddenly, money is making money. Meanwhile, Jake is still trading time for dollars. But Mike is slowly buying back his time. And this is the moment. The paths really start to separate. One person works for money, the other builds a system where money starts working for them. And here's the kicker. This doesn't happen overnight. That's why most people quit. They try saving for a few months, don't see big results, and go, "Nah, this ain't working." But money growth is slow at first, then suddenly it speeds up. It's like pushing a heavy rock. At the beginning, it barely moves. You're putting in all the effort. But once it starts rolling, it gets easier and faster. This is why the top 10% focus on consistency, not quick wins. They don't chase flashy profits, they build habits, small investments, every month, no matter what. Meanwhile, the 90% keep waiting. I'll start when I earn more. I'll invest when things calm down. I'll save after I buy this one thing. But that one thing never ends. So years pass. Income increases, expenses increase, and suddenly, a decade is gone. That's why 90% of people stay stuck. Not because they can't escape, but because they never change the way they play the game. And once you understand this, you realize getting rich isn't about working harder. It's about making smarter money moves, early, and sticking with them. So what's the takeaway here? If you keep doing what 90% of people do, work, spend, repeat, you'll likely get the same result. But if you flip just one habit, things start to change. Instead of spending first, save first. Instead of buying liabilities, buy assets. Instead of chasing lifestyle, chase freedom. And look, this doesn't mean never enjoy life. It just means don't upgrade everything the moment your income goes up. Because real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having options. Options to quit a toxic job. Options to take time off. Options to live on your own terms. That's the difference. The 90% chase status and the 10% build freedom. Ever notice? Some people work nonstop and still stay broke, while others, same age, same city, somehow start building real wealth. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's how they play the money game. Most people think income is the problem, but the real trap is lifestyle creep. You earn more, you spend more. New phone, better car, bigger bills, and boom, you're back to zero. It's like running on a treadmill, busy, tired, but not moving forward. Here's the real difference. 90% upgrade their lifestyle, 10% upgrade their assets. One spends first, the other saves first. One works for money, the other builds a system where money starts working for them. At first, nothing exciting happens. Growth feels slow, almost invisible. But with consistency, money starts making money, and freedom starts growing. Meanwhile, years pass, and the spend first cycle keeps people stuck. So the lesson is simple, but powerful. Spend later. Save first. Buy assets, not just things. Chase freedom, not status. Because real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having choices. Choices to leave a bad job, take time off, live on your own terms. In the end, 90% chase appearances, 10% build independence. And now that you know this, the question isn't, why do people stay poor? Now the only question is, which side are you choosing?